Hi, my name is Dr. Mark Halpern, and today we're going to be discussing brain-based wellness, chiropractic care, and how we care for the spine. I've been doing this for 18 years, and the number one question I always get asked is, why do we need care, or why do we have to care for our spine for so long? Well, it's an interesting question to me. How long do you care for your car for? Better yet, how long do you care for your teeth for? A month? A year? Or is it a lifetime thing that you always do? This should have been taught in elementary school. Grade 3s, grade 4s, they should be aware of brain health, spinal health, how stress affects our body. What is your biggest asset? Health, right? If you don't have health, you really don't have anything. Doesn't matter how much money, how great your job is, how great your family is. If you don't have your health, you can't enjoy it in the present or in the future. If we look at the body, the brain controls everything. There are three basic systems. There's a passive system. These are your bones and your joints. They do nothing unless they're instructed to by the control system, the brain. Then we have the muscular system, and I also include the organs. Anything that contracts. This is active, but again, does it do anything if the brain doesn't tell it to? The control system controls everything. And then the master system, which, as I've said, is the brain and the nervous system. It instructs and controls every action of your body. The only part of your body that is completely encased in bone and protected is your brain and your spinal cord. The reason is preservation. If I were to come at you and attack you with a machete, what would your automatic reaction be? Right? To do that. Because your brain is saying, I'd rather lose an arm than lose the brain, because the brain controls everything. So we have to protect it. Now we're all bombarded by so much stress. The sights, the sounds, televisions, computers, the emotional stress, the chemicals we put in our body, the postures of sitting and standing and sleeping. We're completely overwhelmed. And what research is now showing more and more and more is that what chiropractors do is not treat back pain or neck pain. What we're doing is balancing out the brain and reducing stress on the nervous system. But how long do we have stress on the nervous system? Every day of our lives. It's ongoing. But by the time you come into my office, you've probably been building up stress for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, in some cases 60 or 70 years. Imagine going to a dentist after 40 years and expecting just a checkup and then for them to say you never have to come back. The reason you need so much care at the beginning is because you're breaking these patterns. You're trying to get the body to heal as well as it can. And then once you've healed, you have to keep it there. You have to keep the body functioning. You have to keep reducing stress and allowing the body to function as well as it can. So when people ask me, do I have to keep coming? Well, if you exercise, do you have to continue to exercise? If you get your teeth cleaned, do you have to keep cleaning your teeth? The answer is yes. You always have to take care of your brain. You always have to take care of your nervous system. Otherwise, you can't live a vital and healthy life. So my problem is when people come to me, they have a certain amount of insurance or they have an expectation of coming for a few visits and then that's it. You see, I have to be truthful and I have to tell people what they really need. I want to treat people as if they're my own family. Coming once a week or once a month and expecting your body to get healthy is not realistic. So how much is too much care? It depends upon you. It depends how much stress you've had, right? But if I were to tell you today that you had diabetes or heart disease or cancer, you would go out, you would spend whatever money it took, and you would get it fixed. The problem is, I don't want to scare people. I don't want to be the doomsday person to say, you're going to die tomorrow if you don't get your spine fixed or keep your brain under less stress. But that's the reality of it. We don't live with a very good healthcare system in Ontario. We have a sick care system. Unfortunately, when you get sick, they're there to help you. And most insurance companies and most of our medical system is not built upon getting you healthy. It's about getting rid of the disease process. But you see, our bodies are building disease all the time, and dysfunction, dis-ease. So we don't want to spend money just when we're sick. We actually want to get our bodies healthy so that you don't have to spend that money later. In my office, I don't refuse people care no matter what. I'm going to make it work. But I want you to understand that there's a difference between scaring people and telling people the truth about their health and about the philosophy and what the research is currently saying about getting healthy, reducing stress on the body, and allowing yourself to live the best life you can. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, your spine deteriorates, your brain deteriorates, and you can't function very well. If you want to discuss any of this, please contact me at www.thetorontochiropractor.com. You can always come into my office, contact me at 416-901-2141. I'm happy to discuss this and make sure that you're getting the proper health care that you need. If you're not in my area, I'm happy to try and find you someone that is in your area so that you can get the proper health care that you need. Thanks very much.